Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for the return of Sheffield United back to the Championship and their opening game this season against Birmingham City. We had one Championship game last night, which we thoroughly enjoyed. It was Bournemouth 2, West Brom 2. There were 8 games at 3 p.m. And if I press that button, you'll be able to see all of the results ticking along the bottom there, as well as the League One results from our super stream earlier. And we have a live game tonight. Remember, there's no Premier League yet, hence why the TV schedule's so ram-packed full of EFL games. Another 2 tomorrow, and we are looking forward to Slavisa Jekanovic's Sheffield United League debut and Lee Bowyer in his first full season now at Birmingham, having taken over to rather dramatically successful effect to give them that bump at the end of last season. It's Blades versus Blues. Get yourselves in the comments, have your say, share your knowledge, drive the debate. Let me know how you see this one playing out. A highly fancied team against the team expected to pick up from where they left off last season. Should be a good one indeed. Speaking of the teams, we will go to them in very, very short order. But first of all, we need to say thank you to young Luca Bentley, who will be very happy young man today because his side Stoke won against Reading. Football is nothing without fans, says Luca, and I'm nothing without football. He is our fan sponsor for our watch-alongs. Set up by his dad, Stephen, that one, fan of the channel. So thank you, Stephen and Luca, for your support to the channel. You can get involved in all of that good stuff over on Patreon. Shall we have a look at the teams? And there, indeed, they are. In goal for Sheffield United, where Sam Johnston was rested last night, or left out, however you want to look at it. Aaron Ramsdale starts for Sheffield United. 2 England squad goalkeepers in the Championship, both expected to be sold, but Ramsdale plays for Sheffield United. Interesting. And the king is dead. Long live the king. Sheffield United play a back 4. We've got so used to Chris Wilder's Sheffield United playing that back 3 for the last, 3-4 years of very successful football. But it's a back 4 now. And it is Baldock at right back, Osborne at left back. Egan and Jack Robinson are the centre backs. Still no Jack O'Connor, who's been out for so long, hasn't he? O'Connell, beg your pardon, after that injury early on in last season. A midfield 3, Championship promotion guru Ollie Norwood will be the deep line playmaker. John Fleck normally operates to his left. And another of the highly valued possible sellable assets is starting. And that is, of course, Sander Berger. So a couple of very high caliber starters in there that we expected, or maybe still expect to have bids. Let me just say, have bids in the in this transfer window. Up top for the Blades, no Rhian Brewster, interestingly. We thought it might be his time now. David McGoldrick starts up top with Lys Mousset and Ollie Burke, looks like, in a front 3. Jekanovic did very, very much favour that 4-3-3 in his time over at Fulham. Let me know what you think of that Blades team. Let's have a look at the bench for Sheffield United. Verips, Basham, Freeman, Bogle, Sharp, McBurney, and Brewster. Goodness me. It is the haves and the have-nots. Certainly Sheffield United, the haves very much, particularly with that bench. Let's have a look at the Birmingham team. In goal for Lee Bowyer's side is Matija Sarkic. On loan from Wolves, I think, the keeper. Max Collin and Christian Pedersen are the fullbacks for Blues. Harley Dean and Mark Roberts. Look out for that Mark Roberts long throw. That was very, very effective in the chase away from the relegation zone last season. Jeremy Bella and Taith Chong are on the wings. Not 100% sure that Chong will be left and Bella will be right. They've both got the potential to switch over, haven't they? Ryan Woods is a playmaking central midfielder. So maybe a change of style for Blues, who were pretty direct in getting away from relegation last season. Gary Gardner, always in there for Birmingham. Up top, a traditional front two, big man and a runner in behind. Lukas Jutkovic is one of the absolute best in the air that we've had in the Championship, with Scott Hogan, the supposed finisher, in behind him. Let me know what you think of those two teams. Let's have a look at the bench for Birmingham. Truman, Castillo is a new one in. Friend, Lecco, Sunjic, who I heard was linked with West Brom earlier, Sanchez and Anike. So to be honest, it's a fairly strongish bench for Birmingham, as in they've got players that can possibly come in and affect what they're up to. However, we are in haves and have-nots. And when you look at the likes of McBurney, Brewster, Sharp as all striking options on the bench there, you can see how strong these Year 1 parachute teams and relegated teams are. Right, get your ideas in the comments, how you see this one going. We'll have a look at those in just a second. Let me just do a quick couple of plugs, if that's okay. If you're watching right now, please hit like in the stream, whichever platform you're watching on, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Really, really helps out there. And subscribe. I can probably give you a live subscriber count number for sure. And it says 18,678. So we are closing in on 18,700. Your support is very, very muchly appreciated. And if you can, hit that subscribe button. That really, really helps out. You can support during the show financially, if you're really feeling kind, by hitting that dollar button on Super Chat or Super Sticker. Let's get back to it. We'll put the comments one up and see what's going on in the chat here. Good evening to everybody. Come on, Blues. Come on, Blues. Come on, Blues. We've got a few Birmingham fans in here. Tremendous stuff. Evening, James and Peanuts in their Leeds 2021 Billy Sharp winner. How many goals does Billy Sharp score in 2021 in the second tier? He's done it all his career. More Blue Noses here. Jeffrey and Robert, good to see you. And Zulu, Zach, welcome along. Jake, Alex, a happy Stoke fan after earlier. Understandable. Message from Charlie's brother. Send him our love. Yeah, not good news there from our good friend Charlie. If we can all give positive vibes and positive thoughts to our good friend who's having a horrible time with his health there, of course. Hull result surprised me. Me too. What a win for Hull today. Blackpool last-minute winner. Last-minute equaliser, wasn't it? But nice to see the promoted teams getting some points. Welcome along, John. A fair few Blue Noses here as well. Hi to Stephen. We already mentioned young Luca. There he is in the picture as well, who's sponsoring our watch-alongs. Lee's in the ground. Lucky old thing. atmosphere cracking so far. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Let me know your predictions here down in the chat. Let me know how you see this one going. Some lovely messages for our friend Charlie, who's a fighter. Poor guy's fought this horrible thing once, and he's having to do it again. So obviously, we're all behind him in the biggest way possible. Let's get some predictions. 2-2 says Alex. Kieran says 1-1. Leeds 21 says 2-0 Blades. 1-0 Blues. On there, here come the players at Bramall Lane, led out by Aaron Ramsdale there. It looks absolutely rammed full. There is Sander Berger, that highly rated central midfielder in there. 2-1 Blades, 3-1 Blades, 1-0 Blues, 1-0 Blues. A draw in there for Gordon. 2-0 Blues says Fortnite Pro. 2-1 Blues, Blue Nose J. Darryl, 3-0. Mousse to score. They missed him last season a lot, didn't they, through injury. Let's just be quite honest about this. Everything went wrong for Sheffield United last season. Sky have got Sheffield United down as a 4-4-2. I don't believe that for 1 second. Sometimes they've got insider stuff on this. David McGoldrick is not a left winger, so I'd assume it'd be more likely the 4-3-3 that SofaScore had up. But there we will see. Iain, 2-0 Blades. He says, let's bang through the teams as well. Blades, Ramsdale in goal. Baldock and Osborne, the fullbacks. Robinson and Egan, centre-backs. Norwood will be the deep-line playmaker with Fleck and Berger. Mousse, McGoldrick and Burke. I wouldn't imagine what Sky are saying is the case, and it'll be a 4-4-2. But stranger things have happened. Put it this way, we've not seen Jukanovic play that system before, and we've not seen McGoldrick play that position in a lot of games over his career, let's just say. For Birmingham, Blues have Sukic in goal, Colin and Pedersen are the fullbacks, Dean and Roberts, centre-backs, Bella and Chong. Wide, look out for Chong on loan from Manchester United. Gardner and Woods, central midfielders. Jutkovic and Hogan, your old sort of Andy Gray, Adrian Heath type partnership up top. If you know, you know. Let me know how you see this one going. Plenty of predictions going in there. Jeffrey Hart says 2-0 Blues. Head says 2-0 Blades. Draw would be good. There you go. And Leeds are winning in a friendly. Lovely stuff. Right. Lukas Jutkovic, Sky tells us, has scored the most headed goals since 2018-19. He seems to be pulling the team together for the pre-match huddle that Blues have just gone into. Look at that away end as well. Looks like Birmingham have taken a lot of fans. Looks like that away end there across that bottom tier, completely full up there at Bramall Lane. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. We are about to kick off. If you're not across the championship results, earlier today, Blackburn 2, Swansea 1, Bristol City 1, Blackpool 1, Cardiff 1, Barnsley 1, Derby 1, Huddersfield 1, Luton 3, Peterborough 0, Preston 1, Hull 4, QPR 1, Millwall 1, Stoke 3, Reading 2. That is about the size of it. And let's get into this one. Make sure you hit like on the stream. I don't have the sound on, but I'm assuming Greasy Chip Butty is being sung with some gusto there at Sheffield United. And we are off. It is Sheffield United versus Birmingham City. The first game for Blades back in the championship. We will give you a time sync very, very soon. The best way to enjoy the stream is, of course, lining everything up and hitting pause on your whatever you're watching on. Remember, if you're watching on a Now TV or a smart TV, you may be a little bit behind us, so we don't want any spoilers there. Free kick to Birmingham. Bella sticks it in the box. It's broken for Chong, who hits the shot left-footed. And that was travelling. Egan makes the block. Good start by Taith Chong there. In came the free kick. And was that going in the goal? I think Ramsdale's possibly got it covered. But, hey, little deflection on one of those. And you never know. Here comes one of those long throw-ins from Mark Roberts, headed out by John Egan. Chong heads it on again. Jutkiewicz is surely offside. He comes out and goes 50-50 with Aaron Ramsdale. Leaves one on him. And a good start by Birmingham, who really have had all the ball in the first 90 seconds. Yeah, Jutkiewicz well offside. Nearly 2,200 Blue Noses there. Brilliant to see these away ends all full up. Evening, Nick. Up the Hatters. Very good day for Luton. Toon doing it for you, Ben. A 3-0 win over Norwich. Yeah, I wouldn't pay too much attention to friendlies. Tommy, got a feeling Blues will win. Sheffield United lack of friendlies and max sharpness. We will find out. There's Ollie Norwood switching that out to John Egan. Looks like Chong's going to get penalised for a pull there. We'll try and get you your timestamp very, very soon. 2 minutes 14 gone. Blaze just getting the first feel of the ball. Here is Ollie Norwood. He's clips that into the channel. Burke is trying to run Harley Dean. Dean does well, just levers him off the ball. It's going to be a goal kick to Blues, which Sarkic will take. Evening, Alistair. Good day out at Stoke for him. Shame about the result. Just great to be back in the grounds. Thank you for your picture, Alistair. Jay is nervous. Just enjoy it, my friend. We are back. Right, here comes your timestamp. We'll be at 3 minutes. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. You get everything lined up. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Big one forward. Bit messy. Sheffield United haven't been able to get on the ball so far. I think Harley Dean, has he been penalised there? Pass. I'm trying to figure out what's been given there. Dean certainly hit the deck. I think he may have indeed been penalised. Yeah, Norwood takes the free kick short. Referee Robinson today. You probably recognise. We saw him many times last season, didn't we? Here's Norwood again. Getting plenty of the ball. If you remember how Tom Cairney was utilised by Jokanovic at Fulham, you'd assume something similar will be happening with Ollie Norwood. I mean, Chris Wilder used him in that role as well as the deep line playmaker. Should be able to be getting plenty of space, dropping in deep and making the play even in between those two centre halves. Throw in to Birmingham, which Mark Roberts is going to hurl up the line. Not too dissimilar strategy-wise from Birmingham than it was last season. Up and at them, 4-4-2, putting the pressure on. There's a horrible one for Ramsdale, who's had to chase all the way out to the touchline with Jutkiewicz chasing him down. Ramsdale boots it down the line. And Sheffield United not really getting into the game just yet. Norwood's got on the ball a couple of times, but not quite able to dominate as they would want to. Birmingham putting them under pressure where they can. Pressing early balls forward. Probably say Birmingham have edged the first 5 minutes and that Taith Chong shot. First chance of the game. Here comes another of those huge grenade throw-ins from Mark Roberts. They've dealt with it well. Hooked clear. Big header again by Roberts. Jutkiewicz climbs with Robinson. Egan clears. Birmingham will be quite happy with how this has started. They've got Sheffield United a little bit under the cosh. Bella knocks that back. And it's now with Dean at centre half. Here is Roberts again. Roberts clips that one in behind. Hogan offside, I presume. Scott Hogan, I remember, was on loan at Sheffield United, wasn't he? At the end of the promotion season, I was at the game when he was offside there when he scored against my team, Ipswich. And Sheffield United were all but promoted. Here is Osborne at left back, trying to get those fullbacks forward. It's going to take a little while for Sheffield United to move to the Jukanovic style. Norwood switches the play out to Osborne. McGoldrick's come deep looking for it. Osborne in a 50-50 there with Gardner. Mousse loses out to Roberts. Here's Ryan Woods. Woods into the channel. I assume Hogan's offside again. And there are the wide open spaces, I have to say, when those fullbacks are moving forward for Sheffield United. Hogan's going to have to time his runs a little bit better than that, but it's worth the gamble, I do have to say, given there will be spaces left in behind there. There is Pedersen, does well. Here's Chong, who is indeed playing down the left, as we suspected. Only shot of the game so far from Taith Chong. Mark Roberts more like Mark Beckham. Well, the amount of ball he gets into the box, absolutely. What's your prediction on when Warnock will moan at a ref in a he already will have, probably. And he definitely will tomorrow, so that'll be my prediction. Here's Hogan trying to get in behind. He's offside again. He glowers at the linesman, but Scott Hogan's been offside 3 times in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. It's obviously a ploy. That one was very tight. I think he is just off, but it's a leaning shoulder, possibly. Tight one, that one. But I think, 10 years ago, you'd have been saying that's onside and giving the benefit of the doubt. But in VAR, micro offside world, here comes McGoldrick into the box. McGoldrick drives the shot, and that's blocked out. Jukiewicz battling away. McGoldrick's definitely roaming around as he does up top. Plays into Norwood. McGoldrick's actually in a sort of deep central midfield position at the moment. Inside it comes to Ollie Norwood again. Oh, nice feet by Norwood. And he knocks it out to Jack Robinson. Birmingham in good shape. Good squeeze from Birmingham as well. Small distance from back to front. They're going to try and make life hard for Sheffield United. And I would say they are making life hard for Sheffield United at the moment. Hogan was born offside. That seems to be the case today, doesn't it? Seems to be the case. Liam is asking about the new stand. I assume at Fulham. I asked the boys. I was on the Fulhamish YouTube channel the other day. I don't think it's open until next season. Stephen, welcome along. Was I surprised with Blackpool draw at Bristol City? Yeah, I was surprised at the sort of fashion of it because it was a late equaliser, but I'm not surprised that they are competitive, having watched all their playoff games last season. John, welcome back. Voice has gone at the Ipswich game today. Slow start for Ipswich, snatching a point, frankly, from a home game against newly promoted Morecambe today. There you go. Chong attempting to run in behind there, blocked out. Mousse showing a good turn of pace there, but can't quite keep it in. He seems to be operating down the right-hand side with Ollie Burke down the left. So sort of inverted wingers really for Sheffield United. Again, look at the Fulham team in the 4-3-3. And the idea was always get the fullbacks forward, get the wingers narrow. And there is the great, I suppose, in Sheffield United terms, Billy Sharp on the bench, who would quite fancy being playing number 9 in a 4-3-3 that created loads of chances. Surprise of the day, got to be Preston Hull. Yeah, brilliant from Hull. Take a bow, Hull, today. 4-1 away win. Hull are top of the embryonic championship table. Robinson goes home to Ramsdale. Back to Robinson. Nice receive there by Burke, who drives away. He's got options up on the right now. He's just taken a heavy touch there. Good play by Chong. Comes a bit narrow, stands him up, takes the ball off him. That's where Sheffield United would hope to build up a head of steam. Although Birmingham they're awkward, aren't they? They squeeze up from the back, the old school 2 banks of 4, and reduce the amount of space to play. And they do it well though, don't they? Chong, Pedersen at left back, clips it over halfway, headed out by Egan. Fleck, who I don't think I've mentioned yet, just nice little ball inside to Berger. Oh, nice feed from Berger to McGoldrick. Clever idea from McGoldrick. He's capable of pulling that one off. First time clip over the top. Couldn't quite pull that one off. Just over the last sort of 90 seconds, 2 minutes, Sheffield United just starting to build up a bit of possession and territory. Goal kick to Birmingham now, which Sarkic will take. Out it goes. Jutkiewicz, they didn't even bother challenging him there. He was so sure of winning that one. Hogan does well. It looked like he was going to draw a foul off Robinson. Linesman was like right on top of him, maybe 2 yards away. Didn't give anything. Maybe Hogan was looking for it. Big one for Muse to chase, and Sarkic miles out of his box. Does well, wins the header and sticks it out for a throw-in. Is Norwood. Berger. Sheffield United just taken over, I would say, from minute 10. Birmingham have certainly been in the game for the first 10. McGoldrick very much roaming, isn't he? It's almost like a 4-3-1-2, and McGoldrick's just coming really, really, really deep. Sounds like some bad news on an update for Charlie there. So we keep our fingers crossed for our friend there. Doesn't sound good at all, and that's it's terrible news. Here is Osborne into Robinson. Ramsdale. In it goes to Norwood. Norwood, big one forward. The offside flag's not gone up there against Baldock, who's got nice and high. Baldock. Here's Burke. Good block by Christian Pedersen. Corner for Sheffield United. Thank you, guys, for your messages for Charlie. We keep our fingers crossed. Feel oddly helpless in situations like this, though, don't you? 14 gone. Corner to Sheffield United. It's going to be a right footer, out swinger. In it goes. Good header clear by Dean. Here's Osborne. Osborne trying to beat Bella down the right. Nice give and go. Osborne does well, crosses in, big header out by Roberts. Here's Chong. Good feet. It's excellent from Chong. Although he does just overhit the pass. Nice full-blooded tackle there between, it was Fleck and, was it Gardner, I think? Pass, might have been Pedersen. Anyway, nice to see two players slide into each other, and the red card not coming out for sure. Goal kick to Sheffield United. Excuse me, goal kick to Birmingham. It was Gardner and Fleck. Both going in, 50-50. No problem, hey? No problem at all. Dylan, positive in that first game for Swansea, even though they lost to Blackburn. Take a bit of time, isn't it? Dylan and Glenn, welcome back, sir, with your Blades badge there. Here's Hogan down the right. Hogan tries to put the cross in from the right wing, and it's blocked out, and it's a corner to Birmingham, who are useful from set plays. Couple of corners this past minute or two in this one. Here comes the corner for Birmingham. Some big guys in there. Pedersen, Dean, Roberts, Jutkiewicz. Gardner's joined them as well. Bella puts it in right-footed. Gardner was there and kind of just kicked it into the ground, really. He was free. What formation the Blaze playing? Sort of a 4-3-1-2 with McGoldrick's kind of drifting around. We checked the heat maps at half time. What happened with penalty gate earlier? Yeah. Someone said there's a penalty at Swansea. I said, is there a penalty? And then waited for a goal to go in and there wasn't one. And then lots of people got very upset in the chat and told me there wasn't a penalty. And that was about the size of it. Chong doesn't only have the same name and hair when they can bring on Cheech. That's tremendous. My most crazy experience at a current championship ground. Surely Grealish and the fan running on the pitch at Blues is the most craziest. I would have said Leeds letting Villa score, but letting them walk the ball in that game. But hey, that's not a current championship ground. Is it 17:47 on the clock? Sheffield United 0, Birmingham 0. Birmingham doing a good job of making things tricky for Sheffield United, who, if we know Jukanovic, are going to want to get the ball down and play it. They've not been allowed to do that so far. Blues a nuisance. However, 74% possession to Sheffield United without that much threat, to be honest. There's a cross into the back post. Matt Collins arriving! Oh, and Birmingham take the lead out of nowhere. Here I am telling you about 74% possession, and the ball is lifted in from the left wing. Max Collin, arriving from right back, drifts the header into the corner. 26% possession. Who cares? Sheffield United 0, Birmingham 1. Have a look at that for a guided header into the corner. Wow. I think it's Bella puts it in. There's no pace on it. It's a great header. There's no pace on the cross at all from Bella. He just floats it in. And look at that from Max Collin. It's not right in the corner, is it? Collin arriving, gets a good header, beats Osborne. Should Ramsdale be getting closer to that? Oh, I don't know. I think the surprise took him, but what a start for Birmingham City. It's Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. Jeremy Bella with the cross, Max Collin with the header, and we have, ladies and gentlemen, a cat amongst the pigeons at Bramall Lane. Woof. What are you saying about that one? Ramsdale caught flat-footed. He wasn't he? I don't think he expected Collin to A, win the header, and B, be able to guide it into the corner. Just say it, one shot on target and win. Hey, it could happen. Well done, you Blues fans. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham 1. Max Collin with the opening goal. Oh, and it's off the post from Sheffield United, straight up the other end. I think it was Ollie Burke going in down the right-hand side. He drills the shot right-footed onto the near post. Literally onto the near post, and this game has woken up. He runs off Pedersen. It's a good effort. Sarkic gets caught. Has he got the near post covered? Do you know, I think the keeper's probably got his angles right there. The fact that Burke wasn't able to squeeze it in would suggest so. But off the post, a difficult chance there for Ollie Burke. Burke's got some pace on him. Yes, he has. Remember him breaking through at, where was he before he went to Red Bull? Was it Forest he was at? I think he was. Ramage should have that covered. Wasn't quite in the corner, was it? You just wonder about the feet, don't you? Whether it should have been step and then dive rather than jump, land, dive, which is kind of what he did. Here's Bulldog down the right. And Chong has won that in the left-back position. That's going to be a Blades throw, which Bulldog will take. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. And here comes Lukas Jutkiewicz, and it is 3-on-3. That's a dreadful pass by Jutkiewicz. Definitely better arriving on the end of those things. And it's turned over and back with the Blades. Agree, Ramsdale caught flat-footed. Osborne left isolated. Defensive organisation was never Jukanovic's forte. Great run by Colin, made the goal. It's proper Rambo stuff, wasn't it, Chris? Like John Terry arriving for a corner, that one. I love how he attacked the ball. And remember, he's the right back, for goodness sake. Here comes Bulldog forward, slides that one in. Lys Mousset drives that across goal. I think that's going out for a throw-in. They've just upped the snap on their passing now and the speed of their play. Sheffield United having gone behind. It's a good run by George Bulldog. I think, again, between Sarkic and Harley Dean, they've got that covered. But a couple of spaces just opening up. Now, Lee's in the stadium asking about sideways passing. It'll develop as you go, mate. That's how Fulham were. Yeah. Be patient, my friend. Be patient. Bowyer is a good manager. Bromside looked well drilled. Yep. That was how they stayed up, wasn't it? Well drilled, nuisance. And they won games. And they're winning this one. Sheffield United 0. Birmingham City 1. 23% possession for Birmingham. Unbelievable. They've corrected the score on Blues TV. Goodness me. Hey, I've got it right, David. Thank you very much. Look at that. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. There's one in the channel for Mousset to chase. Pedersen goes with him. I think that's off Pedersen. And it's a corner to Sheffield United down the right-hand side. We are midway through the first half. Sheffield United yet to have a shot on target. Blues have only had one, and it's flown in the net, hey? Here comes the corner. It's going to be a Norwood right foot out swinger. In it comes, easy one for Gary Gardner to head away. And it's hoofed forward, I think, by Scott Hogan, brother. And Bulldog, not a good touch by Bulldog. And it's gone out for a Blues throw. And if I know Bowyer, they'll all push up now and toss this down the line. It's a lovely pick out by Bella, actually, isn't it? A really heroic run and header by Max Cullen, isn't it? Just doesn't spring off. Look at those faces behind the goal as well. They see the ball bounce. You can see it just go past Ramsdale's hands. And all of them hold their heads there as Birmingham take the lead. Fans back. The anguish at that end with the 2,000, nearly 200 supporters. Pretty big attendance down at the lane. I think they'd done 25 plus thousand tonight there. Someone will tell us what the actual attendance is. Throw-in is dummied and it goes short to Ryan Woods, who tries to put it over the top. It's a poor ball from Woods. Ramsdale gathers. Throws it out. I think we're having a monsoon here in Bedfordshire. Can hear the rain coming down. Here's Bulldog, who's getting more and more an influence in the game from right back. Bulldog against Chong. Bulldog turns inside. Fleck into Norwood. Nice clip in behind by Norwood. Chong with the touch, but the offside flag is up. And Chong has started well, hasn't he, for Birmingham in this game thus far? There's going to be a lot of attention on him because he plays for Man United on loan from there. What's happened to O'Connell? Is he still injured? Yes. Poor guy. He was right on the verges of things. And when you consider Tyrone Mings and Ben White able to get into that England squad, another good Premier League season, and you don't know how far off he would have been as a left-footer centre half. Headed away by Robinson. Jutkiewicz is there. Gardner's nicked it. Gardner in the left wing position now. Baldock's holding on to him. That's a foul, surely, isn't it? Yeah, that's really silly from Baldock, who clearly was yanking on Gardner's arm the whole time. Baldock says 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I guess it was, but you got to be so careful. And referee Robinson gives the foul. And dangerous position for Blues here. Jeremy Bella has already got an assist from a more difficult crossing position than this one. He's going to swing this one in right-footed. And again, we reel off those names. Jutkiewicz, obviously the big threat. Pedersen, Roberts, Dean as well. They've got 4 really big, huge blokes in the box, Birmingham, for all of these. And Blades is only marking them as well. This looks worrying. Here comes Bella. Puts it in near post. Hogan, all the big guys were a decoy. Hogan made the run to the near post. Heads it over the bar. Made a little chant. Oh, Benjamin Bloom, you are the love of my life. Oh, Benjamin Bloom, we can watch you all night. Oh, Benjamin Bloom, I want one. Absolutely tremendous from Jonesy. If anyone wants to write me a song, they can. McGoldrick trying to chase through in behind. Sarkic out and gathers it. 28 gone. Sheffield United 0. Birmingham City 1. Let's just bung up the Championship and League One results from the Super Stream earlier. Give me your thoughts on any of those. Let me know how your team got on. If you're in the stadium as well, then do let me know. How was your day out today? Back at the football. You love to see it. Throw in to Birmingham. Darren, how's Chong playing? United fan here wondering. He started well, Darren, actually. He had a shot early on. I've been impressed with his defensive work, actually, because George Baldock keeps getting forward. Looks neat and tidy on the ball, as you'd expect from a Man United player. And looks willing to follow instructions as well. So, decent start by Chong, I have to say. In comes the long throw from Roberts. It's out to Fleck, who tries to... I think he was trying to play it into the channel, but Ryan Woods closed him down. Logan, we love you, Benji. We do. I hope Shaylee's okay too. Very, very nice. She's in the bath, bless her. Not had any contractions yet, so no child yet. I'm literally not the daddy yet. Gaza, love being back at football today. Too much walking, feet killing me. Great stuff. I assume you're at Shepherd's Bush, Gaza. Adam Nard has requested to leave. I didn't know that. That'll go down like a fart in church, won't it, with Nigel Pearson? He'll hate that. There we go. Here is Norwood. There's one in the channel from Egan. And yeah, not really at it for the last 5-10 minutes, Sheffield United, are they? Birmingham doing a job here for sure. Here is Hogan on the left wing. That's going to be a Blades throw. Baldock to take. Here is Osborne. Osborne inside. Robinson on to John Egan. Clipped into the channel. Looking for Ollie Burke. Little stooped header back from Harley Dean. What will happen if Shaley gets contractions midstream? I think you know, don't you? We will pack up and bid you farewell. Well, to be honest, it'll only be waters breaking. I may have to disappear for a short while, though. Love being back at Molyneux today. Iain, thoroughly enjoyable. We're top of the league, you know. Ian's gone from depressed all last season. He's getting all ahead of himself now, top of the league, although Rotherham do dominating League One, don't they, for sure? Go on, Stoke, says Luke. Good win for Stoke today, wasn't it? 3-2 against Reading. And Alistair was there. Poorly defended. Raphael should have done better with the second. Lovely stuff. Come on, Blues. Says Joe. They're doing a fine job thus far. Looks like Blades are going to be in this slot next Saturday as well. Down at Swansea. In a game where, is it possible for both sides to have 70% possession? No. At the moment, 77% possession, Sheffield United, 0 shots on target. So it's not quite clicking yet. And Birmingham are very much doing the necessary to Sheffield United. And you can tell Birmingham are doing a good job because there's a little boy sat behind Slav Jukanovic who's not even watching the game. They're shutting it down. Shutting it down. Tongue-in-cheek, Iain. You finished top last time, didn't you? So there you go. Rotherham are the Norwich of League One. Yeah, very much so. Leaving my bias at the door. Come on, Birmingham. Birmingham playing well, says Joe. They're playing very effectively, you would have to say. And with their 23% possession, they've had more shots on target and scored more goals than Sheffield United. So it's working. And frankly, it could get them the 3 points if this stays as is. Here's Osborne at left back for Blades. Osborne knocks that one inside. Berger to Norwood. Norwood out to Egan. Birmingham back in that 4-4-2. There's the squeeze. And this is the problem, is that Sheffield United, or the problem for Sheffield United, is working well for Blades, that they're getting a lot of possession in pockets outside of that 2 banks of 4 with no space for anyone to play into. Here's Fleck. Norwood. Norwood's got it back. Chong goes with him. Good defensive work again by Taith Chong. Bulldog, though, slips straight past him. As soon as I say that, Bulldog hits the shot left-footed. Charged down by Christian Pedersen. Appeal for handball. Bounces back, and Ollie Burke swipes the shot. Right-footed half volley. No danger of that going in. There you go. There is the textbook example of how to defend in 2021. Christian Pedersen knew the shot was coming. He stuck both his arms behind his back and leant forward, and it hit his shoulder there. Perfect. If everyone does that, then you won't be whining about the handball laws. Pedersen played that one perfectly. Welcome along, Alan. .34-35 on the clock. Sands and Jukanovic having a good old powwow on the touchline. I'm trying to figure out what they can do to play through this stubborn Birmingham 2 banks of 4 that they're up against. Haven't found an answer yet, have they? Robinson to Osborne at left back. Oh, it's a horrible touch by John Fleck. Just bounces off him and out for a throw-in. Sums things up. There is Paul Heckingbottom. And if we got any Blades fans in the chat, is he still on the staff? I don't know whether they've retained him. Obviously, he, had the manager's job on a caretaker basis before Jukanovic came in. There's Chong busying himself again. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody drink, because Scott Hogan is offside again. Goodness me. Dearly departed predictions, Jonesy. I reckon Wednesday. We'll figure it out. Shot that hit the post, a big chance. Nah, that wouldn't have been too much of an angle and distance from the goal. I definitely wouldn't have thought that one would go down on the old XG. That one's headed back and Ramsdale grabs it. Gary Gardner making his presence felt. And here's Bulldog again. McGoldrick on a right wing type position. Mousse plays it down the line. He's going to be able to go, and great pace by Mousse. Pick up. Mousse crosses in. Fleck, and that's good defending by Max Colin, who tracked the run from the left side in midfielder all the way across to the near post. Mousse looks really sharp pace-wise. I know he's had some injury problems. That's a very good cross as well by Mousse. Good defending by Colin. It's going to be a corner for Sheffield United. Good play all round there. Mousse and Colin both looking decent. In comes the corner and Max Colin again heads it away. Please hit like wherever you're watching. If you're watching us on Twitter, Facebook. I know the majority of you are watching here on YouTube. But there's always a few that watch on the other platforms. Do hit that like button. I know we pretty much skew 99% YouTube, but hey, do building the other platforms as well. Here's Bulldog. Bulldog slips that into the channel. They've looked for that pass quite a bit and the diagonal run. Bulldog's got it back, crossing position. And Chong again is playing well, isn't he? Good defensive work. It's going to be another corner. Manchester United loanee standing out a little bit, I would say, for Birmingham, who have been well organised and lead. Another corner to Sheffield United. It comes from Norwood. Gardner gets a flick on it. Horrible shot by Ben Osborne. When he half volleyed that ball, it was as high as that goal Zidane scored in the Champions League final. So he didn't quite have the techers to pull that one off in the rain. Frank, I'll when we do our break at halftime, I'll check in with Charlie's brother, of course. Very, very concerning news there. Big header away. And Mark Roberts, straightforward, touch and hoof down the ground. But Jukovic goes for the aerial and they've won the throw-in. And in Neil Warnock, Cardiff-style fashion, Mark Roberts is going to toss this one. He probably reached the box from here. He's got a hell of a throw-in. Another dummy one. Bella tries to slip it over the top for Jukovic. Nothing doing. Here's Bulldog again, who's starting to get a fair amount of possession. Closed down by Chong. Egan. It's gone all the way across to Robinson and Osborne. Slid down the line. Frustrating stuff this for Sheffield United fans. Birmingham are doing a number on them at the moment, I think is the terminology we like to use and the cliche. Big flick on by Jukovic, but that's through to Ramsdale. Here's Osborne in the left back spot. Robinson to Egan. Back inside to Robinson. Osborne. Osborne, little right footer in to Mousse. Tries to back heel it, but closed down by Woods and Roberts. Nice touch off by Jutkiewicz there. Jutkiewicz causing trouble down the right. Robinson's ahead of him, plays it back to Ramsdale. Cool and calm from the Blades, playing out from the back. Although, in the end, it's just hoiked up the line and given back to Birmingham. Won it back, though. Here's McGoldrick in the centre circle. McGoldrick and Chong going head-to-head. McGoldrick wins. Oh, nice receive by Berger there. It's going to be a yellow card for Pedersen, surely, isn't it? 2 arms around his waist, pulling him back. Yeah, referee Robinson has got that one correct. Obvious yellow card there for Chris Pedersen. Berger was just too good for him. There, he did him, and Pedersen didn't want him going past and was willing to take a yellow card for that one. Christian Pedersen goes in to the book. Free kick to Sheffield United. Sander Berger has 100% pass completion tonight, says Sky. It's going to be fun watching Blades fans get used to this style. Norwood crosses it in. Jutkiewicz gets it clear. Here's Hogan. Hogan to Chong. Given away by Chong for once. Here's Bulldog. Drives forward. Thought Chong might have fouled him there, but he wins it fair and square. That's good from Dean. Oh, look at that from Dean. He's driven out of defence there. Brilliant play by Harley Dean. Comes out of defence like Rio Ferdinand there, for goodness sakes. Tremendous stuff. Didn't think he had it in him, eh? Here is Colin, the goal scorer, at right back. Here's Woods. Woods to Gardner. A huge diagonal there, and it's found Jeremy Bella. Lovely touch by Bella. 1v1 with Fleck. Bella, double step over. Bella's got Chong on the overlap. Chong tried to cross it, and it bounced back off him after it hit Fleck. And it's going to be a goal kick for Sheffield United. That's my captain. What a charge, Harley Dean. Never mind the charge. What about the feet? Inside, outside, USA. Unbelievable stuff. Harley Dean doing his Rio Ferdinand impression there. Franz Beckenbauer. Matthias Sammer. Remember him? Egan at centre-half. Blues. They drop in from there, but they squeeze from there. Making the pitch nice and small. And Sheffield United unable to play through yet with, for goodness sake, 76% possession. They've had no shots on target. Incredible stuff. Norwood comes forward. Norwood hits the shot. Good effort with the right foot from outside the box. It just bounces. And I think Sarkic is done with the bounce. He's beaten, and it's just wide of the post. Again, Sarkic has had his angles looking good. It's a good strike by Norwood, though. He looked in trouble, Sarkic, but just wide of the post. .44-43 on the clock. We are very close to half time now. We'll have to check some heat maps, but potentially Bowyer has tweaked this during the half, and I haven't noticed. SofaScore is bringing Bella up as a wing-back, Colin the other side, and a back three, with Chong just tucked in central midfield, which honestly makes some sense from what we've seen. I've been viewing it as a 4-4-2 for the first sort of 35 minutes or so, but I think they might have switched it up now. keep your eyes on that in the second half. Long throw from Roberts. Here's Hogan up on the right wing. We're into 1 minute of stoppage time. Hogan tries to put it back across the box, and Norwood gets it clear. I think he had it covered if it was on target. Yeah, I think you're probably right, David. There was inches in it both ways. Weren't there? And I think we're just about to tick over to half-time. Roberts has got the ball for a long throw. He hurls it into the box. The whistle's going to go any second now, although it's going to go loose. And Chong has the shot blocked. That could have been a very, very importantly timed shot. And it is half-time. Oof. And it is Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. A very interesting first half here. And what we will do is we'll bring the numbers up to illustrate how Birmingham have done a number on Sheffield United here. And I think you'll find some of these numbers fairly informative and probably quite maddening if you're a Sheffield United fan. Take a look at that. Look, 74% possession, Blades, 0 shots on target. They did have one hit the post, which, as we know, in metric world, doesn't count as a shot on target. And Norwood had that one fly just past the far post. Birmingham, 26% possession, 1 shot on target, and they lead 1-0. What about that? It's been exemplary stuff from Birmingham for a sit-back away performance. Now, I saw that change on SofaScore at about 40 minutes or so. And defensively, certainly up until the goal, and look, I can watch the game back later and have a look at this. It did appear to be a clear 4-4-2 from Birmingham, but it looks like they've changed to a 3, possibly since they've scored. I couldn't tell you exactly when. That's one of the joys of being in the game. You always get to notice these things. But I do kind of agree with what SofaScore have come up with there in terms of it being a 3-5-2. Chong's heat map is not that central, isn't it? Bella's will probably be quite deep. Is Pedersen's narrow? You can see they haven't been doing it from the heat maps for the whole half, although Colin has got forward, hasn't he? So interesting possible tweak there, as if to say, right, let's switch this up so we can get into that 5-4-1 shape to defend this lead. Very impressive stuff from Birmingham, who lead at half-time. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the comments. Have those Bowyer tactics tweak changed from last season? Not really. No. Very up and at them, squeezing the space, loads of long throws, Jutkovic starting. So the tactics haven't changed really. No, I wouldn't say they have, but they're working, aren't they? Birmingham leading 1-0. I think it'll be an evolution rather than a tear it up, especially given how much they improved when Bowyer arrived last season. Come on, Blues, great half. Half-time so far, so good. Bella playing left wing back and doing okay at it and getting an assist as well, John. Tremendous stuff. Really impressive how Brum have managed this game. They've made it very frustrating. Gordon, surprised Sanchez is on the bench. Well, maybe nice, tricky right wingers. They're not going to be what the doctor ordered now trying to defend this league. What else are we saying? There's confidence for you. James, we aren't winning this. There you go. He says Birmingham are great as well, but they aren't winning this. There you go. Well, they are. Slav teams always start slowly. Traditionally, they do, don't they? Definitely down at Fulham. Cutler, Lon. Jutkovic must be regarded as one of the most underrated players in Japan. Definitely not here, Peanuts. No way we underrate Jutkovic. In fact, we often refer to him as one of the best aerial players we've even seen ever in the Championship. But yes, maybe those that don't watch the league might underrate him. But no, he's been a nuisance for a long, long time, hasn't he? Reminiscent of Birmingham away last season, Sheffield United have been caught. Everyone said it would take time for you candidates to implement his idea. So patience required as squad. No, nothing but losing. Agree with all of that. Who's been the most impressive team so far? It's got to be Hull, hasn't it? Incredible performance by Hull today. Right, you lot. I am going to take a 2-minute break. I will be back. Get the comments nice and full. And as ever, do not go anywhere. And we will see you on the other side and get ready for the second half. See you in a minute. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream. Keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BenjaminBloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are midway, half-time in our watch-along tonight. And you'll be very happy if you're a Birmingham fan and very frustrated if you're a Sheffield United fan. It's Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. And Birmingham done a really, really good job on Sheffield United, one of the big favourites this season, one of the haves. Everybody's talking about Blades, Baggies, Fulham, Bournemouth. Teams are going to have to go there and do this, and Birmingham are giving everybody a bit of a blueprint here because, they haven't conceded a shot on target in that first half, and Max Colin nipping forward from right back. We think possibly right wing back. I was certain it was good. It was a 4-4-2 to start the game, but maybe that's changed, or maybe I didn't notice, but he gets forward well, Colin, and heads in the opening goal. Get your thoughts in on the first half and what we should do here, because we love a live league table, is just have a look and see how things have panned out today in this first weekend. Remember, we have got Fulham and Borough, Forest and Coventry tomorrow, but so far, heroic Hull, Luton, Stoke, Blackburn are our winners. They are our early top 4. Birmingham will join them if they can hold on to this clean sheet that they've got here. Plenty of draws. West Brom and Bournemouth drawing. QPR and Millwall drawing. Barnsley and Cardiff drawing. Derby and Huddersfield and Blackpool and Bristol City all drawing. Our early losers. Reading, Swansea, Preston, Peterborough will all go into round 2 with 0 points. And as things stand, Sheffield United will join them on 0 points unless they can get things going in their second half. So get your comments in on this first round. Sky are on what I presume is going to be their last ad break. And then we will be back to the games. Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. John, are you still there, matey? Did they switch from 4-4-2 during the game? I'm sure they started as a 4. And when did they switch, if they did? Or did I just not notice it? Anike to replace Uke on the 60-minute mark. Probably Sanchez on for Chong 2. Or Sunjic if we're hanging on. Haven't been too uncomfortable, have they, so far? I would have to say. Cutler, other thing about Slav teams is they play for 90 minutes, never beaten until that final whistle. 100%. Thoughts on Adam Naj submitting a transfer request? Well, that's a bit disappointing from a Bristol City point of view. I mean, I suppose they've got Matty James and Andy King have come in, but Naj, well, I suppose he's gone off to the Euros, hasn't he? And maybe he wants to move on and he thinks his stock is high. We'll see. I'm sure Big Nige won't be too happy with players there that don't want to be there. But, yeah, we'll see how Bristol City play that one now. But, yeah, it would be a loss to lose Nige, wouldn't it? Kieran, I've seen reports that Swans have agreed to sign Flynn Downs. Good signing or no? Yeah, definitely. It depends what they pay, obviously. I think Ipswich turned down $2 million from Palace last summer. Downs' head has gone at Ipswich now. He's just not there, and he's been bombed out by Paul Cook. He's still in the under-23s. So to be quite frank, Swansea could probably get a really cheap deal on him compared to what he's potentially worth. And potentially he's a very good player. Needs, I don't know, it sounds really harsh. Just needs to just mature a little bit on the pitch. Sometimes things get the better of him and you think he's getting red carded here. But that'll come, won't it? And Russ Martin's got a very strong philosophy. So, yeah, I think that'd be a good signing for sure. What else are we saying here? Do I think the Championship is more open this season? Is a great question. That all depends on 4 teams, doesn't it? PH leads. That depends on Fulham, Sheffield United, West Brom, and Bournemouth. Because, as I've said a million times, and as we saw last season, if the parachute teams are not in a state of chaos, i.e., sell a load of their players and sack their manager, and behave in a competent way, then the Championship should not be open. And the 3 promoted teams will very boringly come from those 4. But if they don't behave in a competent way and there is chaos somewhere and there's a manager sacked and some owner gets panicky, then it could open up. Yes, of course. But yeah, it does feel like it's theirs to mess up. But then again, it always feels like that, doesn't it? So we will see. Sadly, it probably won't be open, but wouldn't it be nice, hey? If we got a dark horse team, another Barnsley, hey, in the playoffs. Am I going to stream Borough Fulham? Probably, but we'll find out. I'll speak with HQ tomorrow. Nice shirt. How has your day been? My day's been lovely. A little bit nervy, so there you go. About 5 minutes they switched up. Didn't expect Sheffield United to line up the way they did. Interesting. That's weird because I did expect Sheffield United to line up this way and didn't expect Birmingham to line up the way they're now playing. Thoughts on Stoke Reading? Look, we'll do a fair bit. Obviously, the review show's on Monday at 1 p.m. pending my missus going into labour, of course. But yeah, we'll talk in detail about all of the games over there on Monday. How would I feel about scrapped parachute payments? Well, look, you can't just scrap the parachute payments in isolation. this is not just about the parachute payments, my whining about this. This is about cliff edges, as Kieran Maguire puts it very well on Price of Football. This is about cliff edges, isn't it? All the way down the leagues. And unfortunately, the parachute payments put a cliff edge into the top end of the championship, not between the Premier League and the Championship, but within the Championship. Obviously, if you remove them, the cliff edge would then exist solely in between the Premier League and the Championship. My argument is that there must be a fairer way to distribute the massive money that comes in to the Premier League. But unfortunately, we're in a turkeys voting for Christmas scenario, as in the people that would have to vote to have less money would be, you'd literally have to have Sheffield United, West Brom and Fulham agreeing, oh, well, if we go down, we'll take less money and give more of it and spread it out more evenly across the league. And sadly, they will not do that. And frankly, why would they? So, yeah, it's not just about them coming out. It's about a big tweak in the distribution of TV money. Let's be fair, it is just the TV money we're talking about. In between, well, Premier League, 100 million a year, parachute year one, 45, non-parachute, 7. And there are your cliff edges, and you can see they just need to be softened. But then again, I've ranted about that over and over again. And we are about to kick off the second half here. We are indeed off. Second half has begun. It's Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. And Sheffield United have it all to do here, don't they? Not just in terms of getting that goal, but Birmingham, very stubborn opponents. And yeah, you can definitely see there that team shape is for sure. Bella is definitely deeper than at the start of the game, isn't he? With Chong tucked in. And it looks like Birmingham are ready to sit in and defend that lead. Come on. Do you blame them, hey? Coming away to one of the big haves. We were just talking about the haves and the have-nots. And Sheffield United is certainly one of those. Here's Bulldog. Bulldog knocks into Burke. We'll give you a time stamp in just a minute. Let's just bang through the teams for you. You just scroll that up. Make that bigger, in fact, as well. Blade's just knocking the ball around at the back. So Ramsdale in goal. Bulldog and Osborne, the fullbacks for Sheffield United. Robinson and Egan, the centre-backs. David McGoldrick is not playing on the left wing. It's a midfield 3. Norwood, Berger, Fleck. McGoldrick, in fact, let me bring you up his heat map so you can see where he's actually been. And you can see he's just totally not playing down the left. He's pretty much got a free role in a sort of 4-3-1-2 type shape, hasn't he? Mousse and Burke. Up top for Blues, Sarkic, Roberts-Dean, Pedersen. Now it's a back 3. Bella covering at left wing back. Colin, the goal scorer, right wing back. Gardner, Woods and Chong tucked inside. Now in a left central midfield position with Hogan and Jutkiewicz up top. Here comes Bulldog chasing down the right. And he cannot keep... Oh, did he keep it in? My God. I was just going to say he cannot keep that in. Well, wrong. He clearly did keep it in. Keep your comments coming, guys. If you're new around here, please hit subscribe and ring the bell. Live total here. We're pushing 18,700, actually, aren't we? Closing in on a big milestone potentially at some point this season. Would love to get to 20,000. Need your help. Can't believe nobody bid for Sander Berger, says John. Yeah, I think that'll be happening. Good player, isn't he? He's on the ball right now, in fact. Berger knocks it to Osborne, who's just closed down by Gardner. And it's back with Ramsdale. Blues look well organised, a lot better defensively than the Baggies were last night. I agree with that. Sheffield United really going 4-4-2? No, it's not 4-4-2, Anna. I don't know what. I assume SofaScore can't pick up a position, their algorithm from the heat map from McGoldrick, who is all over the place, but he's certainly not playing down the left wing. Joe just subbed, really enjoyed it. So thank you very much, Joe. Very kind. You are very welcome here. Oh, given away there by Mousse. Hogan nearly nicked in and took it off him. Here's McGoldrick coming short again. Good feet as ever by McGoldrick. Nice little ball out to the right. Well weighted. Slid through. Here's Ollie Burke now on the left wing. Burke knocks it back. Good quick football from Sheffield United. Here's Osborne. Osborne just held up. Blues back in shape. Fleck to Ollie Burke again. Berger. A bit of pressure here from Sheffield United. Can they keep it on? Osborne. Mousse in the number 9 position. Back to goal. Oh, one back. Here's McGoldrick. McGoldrick in the box. Step over from McGoldrick. Tries to engineer across in position. McGoldrick thinks that should be a corner. But it's back through with Sarkic. Mr. Radio Floyd, welcome along, my friend. £2 super chat. Thank you very, very much. Have a great season. Most definitely. Here's Chong nearly got on the end of that. If that ball was to his feet, he had Bella outside him as well. Here comes Berger. A nice ball by Berger. Burke crosses in. Good goalkeeping by Sarkic. Mousse was arriving. Didn't do a lot wrong there, Blades in attack. And Mousse has just pulled up, holding his hamstring as well, which does not look good. Berger plays it through. And not a great deal of space to aim that into. He wanted to just get a bit more curl back on the cross, Burke. Yeah, to be fair, his technique isn't too sound there. And we just need to see whether Lys Mousse has just tweaked his hamstring. It looks okay, actually. He's running it. No, he's not. He's done. Mousse is off his right hamstring. Oh, dear. He had one real spurt of pace in the first half, and I thought, okay, Mousse's back fit again. I hope for his sake that's just a little tweak and nothing worse, but tried to run it off, and he's down. It's the right hamstring. The doctors are just having a look at that. Yeah, you can see him feel for it as he goes down. He would have hoped it was just a little tweak and he could run it off, but looks like he is done. Mousse is injured again. Yeah, bad news. But here comes Rhian Brewster by the look of the bench. I think Billy Sharp was hoping to get on. But Brewster is going to be coming into the game. Jukanovic just having a word with Bulldog and Berger. And they're just showing a load of diagrams to Rhian Brewster. Really? He's a striker, guys. Show him a diagram of the goal and tell him to stick the ball in it. He needs a goal, doesn't he, Brewster? Bossed this division when he was on loan at Swansea, but hasn't been able to in any way become a regular scorer at Sheffield United yet. Are you talking to me, Barney? If only you knew how ridiculous that comment was. We'll let him come back before I block him. Deary me, what an idiot. Big moment for Brewster. Sharp isn't fit. Goodness me. So Brewster is going to be coming on, and you hope for Lys Mousse's sake that that's just a little tweak and not any kind of big pull, or worse still, a tear. To be honest, if it was a tear, he'd be going off on a stretcher, I think, rather than limping off. On comes Rhian Brewster. And Mousse is out of the game. Brewster, number 7. I reiterate, a fantastic loan spell at Swansea. Yeah, we're back to 3 subs this season, Jay. Oh, here's Chong. Chong, edge of the box. Chong drives the shot over the bar. A rare attack for Birmingham in the second half. They already have their goal. And they are defending it, by God. Difficult chance for Taith Chong there. And here is Bulldog in the right back position. Norwood's come short. Robinson to Osborne. Osborne down the line to McGoldrick. McGoldrick, Osborne again driving forward. Brewster now. Brewster into the box. Brewster's done well. Oh, just one touch too many there. He either needed to pull the trigger left-footed or try and pull that back. But looked lively there and drifted by his man really easily, Rhian Brewster there. Lively start. No end product yet. But hey-ho, give him a chance. Here's Colin at right back. 54:20 on the clock, by the way, guys. Make sure you're all lined up and we can react at the same time. Ball across the pitch there. Jeremy Bella just got ahead of it there and couldn't quite control it. Here's a throw-in. If that stat's right, that's incredible. Second half passes. Sheffield United 71, Birmingham 4. Are you seriously telling me Birmingham have completed 4 passes in the last, or the 9-10 minutes this half has gone? Goodness me. Well, they've just made another 3. So that number's doubled in 1 second. Hogan. Bella. It's good football by Birmingham. Here's Hogan again. Hogan plays that out to Colin, and they've worked that really nicely. Colin comes inside from the right wing-back position. It's helped on. Here's Ryan Woods. Woods looking for the big switch of play. It's a decent ball. Bella is forward from left wing-back. Good stuff from Birmingham. Clipped in, Jukovic! Oh, I could have sworn he was about to head that into the back of the net. Oh, how good a chance was that? We've seen him put literally tens and tens of those. Goodness me, in over his time in the Championship. Oh, it's a big chance, isn't it? He always scores them. What went wrong there? I think we give Jack Robinson some credit. He just throws himself in the air along with him. It's good football from Birmingham. Really nice move. But when I saw it was Jukovic on the end of that, where you can probably sense by the excitement in my voice, I thought, here comes a goal. Interesting one. So maybe we give Robinson some credit for jumping with him, but chance for Birmingham, and for all of that 76% possession that Sheffield United have had, best chance of the half goes to Birmingham. Here's McGoldrick down the left wing. Now McGoldrick cuts inside on his right foot. McGoldrick hits the shot, curls it. I think Sarkic has got that covered. Doesn't go far wide, but I think the keeper just pulls his hand away. Let's have a look. McGoldrick, we know he loves to have a shot after he's had a little dribble. Always ranks highly for average number of shots per game, whatever division he's playing in, frankly. And McGoldrick just curls that wide of the far post. 57 on the clock. Jukanovic has made a sub, but he was forced into it. At least Muse looks like he's tweaked his hamstring. Rhian Brewster has come on. Here's Chong down the left. Chong crosses it in. Another chance. Oh! And it's been disallowed. Max Colin arriving, headed it into the back of the net, and Birmingham have just woken up. 2 attacks down the left. The ball headed into the back of the net there. Let's see what was wrong. Yeah, Jukovic shoving the back on Ben Osborne, which was spotted. And the goal is disallowed. But Birmingham have most definitely woken up in this game. After that stat saying they barely completed a pass, they've been the better side for the last 2-3 minutes and certainly created plenty. Here's Berger. Berger tries to get into the box. I think that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, Woods runs with him. Good defending. We're just seeing another replay of this one. Yeah, silly from Jutkiewicz, actually, because Osborne, I don't think, is going to win that header, and Collins arriving at the back post. If Jutkiewicz doesn't touch him, look, maybe Osborne's in a position to, be a bit more useful in terms of a block, but don't know why Jutkiewicz makes the push there. Silly. There we go. Wake up, Sheffield. Colin playing brilliantly. He's on for a clean sheet and a goal here at the moment. Come on, Blues. What a spell. Bad miss, says Robert, probably talking about Jutkiewicz's chance just before Max Colin nearly got his second goal there. Here's Berger. Berger inside to Norwood. Norwood plays it out to Osborne. Osborne is clipped up the line. McGoldrick running with Roberts. McGoldrick did well there. He's towing it away from him. McGoldrick now goes to the byline. McGoldrick, I think the ball has gone out of play. Interesting. Silly of Uke. Wouldn't have made any difference to the goal. Yeah, that was my sort of argument, David. Obviously, we don't live in the parallel universe where he didn't push him, so we can't say for certain, but certainly there's an argument that could well have been the case. We're coming up to the hour mark. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham 1. Oh, Chong. And Chong has robbed Bulldog there, but it doesn't bounce from him. Bulldog does well to get something on it. Berger. Oh, Berger's now been robbed. And Woods knocks it onto Gary Gardner. Gardner drifts out wide. Here's Max Colin. Back to Gardner. Good stuff from those two. Crossed in by Gardner. Jutkiewicz heads down. And, oh, goodness me, it's hooked over the top by Scott Hogan. And Birmingham really look the more likely here. I hope they're not going to regret this spell of 4 or 5 minutes where they have put that ball in the box and they have created chances. Gardner puts it in. Why doesn't Jutkiewicz go for goal? The ball bounces. I do feel a little bit sorry for Scott Hogan because it doesn't come down for him, does it? Why doesn't Jutkiewicz go for goal from there? He heads it across. It just sits up annoyingly for Hogan. He needs to kind of lean in and get his knee over the top of that. And Hogan puts it over the bar. But for someone that good in the air, I don't know why Lukas Jutkiewicz did not go for goal there. Interesting and very worrying if you're a Sheffield United fan because Birmingham looking the more likely to be the next scorer in this game. Really good spell for Blues over the last 5 minutes. Throw in now for Sheffield United down the right. Should be 2, says Owen. Probably right, Owen. Here's Burke. Osborne having a bit of a mare positionally. Chong is catching the eye. He's had a good game, hasn't he, Chong? We enjoyed Kilkenny as well for Bournemouth. Nice to see some new faces popping up who we can enjoy watching. Norwood easily cleared. Bit of a Hollywood pass from Norwood. Jutkiewicz gets a head on it, but it's only as far as a Bulldog. What a miss, Hogan. Come on, let's get another. How did he not score that? I do feel a little bit badly for Hogan. I know everyone will look at him, but first of all, why didn't Jutkiewicz head it goalwards? And secondly, it just wouldn't come down, would it? Although perhaps a more wide-awake striker is able to lean back, get that foot high up, get the knee over the ball and stick the half volley in. Come on, Blues, 3 points for the taking. They do appear to be so. I do agree, Jeffrey. And I'll be totally honest, I expected Birmingham to just be sat in defending for the whole of this half. Here comes Hogan now into the box. But they're doing plenty, particularly from sort of 55 minutes onwards. They've done plenty in an attacking sense. To be fair to you, the way the keeper making himself big, probably thought Hogan had more space, an easier chance to finish. Yeah, that's true, David. He didn't deliver him a good header across, though, did he? So compare that to a possible point-blank header on goal. Again, we're not in the parallel universe where he did head it at goal, but yeah, interesting thought. Birmingham have won their first game in the last 3 seasons, all 1-0. All headers if they win this. You love to see it. 2 of them against Brentford as well, with 0.01 XG we looked up 2 years ago with that header from Pedersen from outside the box. What chances that we see Wilder back at Sheffield United this season? I think very low. Here's Bulldog. I think that ship sailed. Bulldog in the box. Good feet by Bulldog. Knocks it on Berger. Berger crosses low. It's cleared out. Falls to Fleck. Drives the shot. Handball shout. Fleck screaming at the referee. Referee Robinson says no. And let's have a look at this possible handball shout. Fleck comes in and volleys it. It's Gardner. Let's have another look. I think that's a penalty, isn't it? The arm's out like that. I think that probably meets the arm in unnatural position wording, doesn't it? I think Birmingham might have gotten away with one there. Corner into the near post, spilt by Sarkic, but he grabs it at the second attempt. I haven't seen a super slow on that. Look, I know referees see it in full time, but when the arm's out that far from the body, they're normally penalties, aren't they? I'm sure Sky will give us about another 5 angles on that one. Are they sure they don't want VAR? Blades fans begging for VAR now. Stonewall in 2021, that's a penalty, I think. It looked like a pen, didn't it? I mean, look, it's so hard for the ref. And yeah, you guys joke, people actually don't want VAR, but they need some help on decisions like that, don't they? Woods is going to get booked now. He's completely pulled Sander Berger back there, and he takes the yellow card. Second yellow card, Sander Berger has drawn. Berger driving from midfield. And Woods with the foul. Looks like Jonathan Lecco is about to come on. Ollie Norwood is trying to catch Sarkic out. Joe Bryan style in the playoff final. Doesn't execute at all. There. So, a bit of a controversial moment there in this second half. Billy Sharp's going to come on as well. In the second half, where Birmingham could, probably should have gone 2-0 up with that 5-10 minute spell between 55 and 65. And then very serviceable penalty shout for Sheffield United there. Gardner did seem to have the arm in the unnatural position. Here's Berger driving forward. He goes down in the box. Oh, Chong, wrong side there. Chong dicing with it. I don't think it's a penalty on first look, but he's got to be careful tackling from that side. Berger looks very good driving from midfield. Yeah, it's not a penalty, but Chong has got to be careful. Was in the wrong position there, wasn't he, to be making that tackle. Look at poor Ryan Woods there. Can't keep up with Berger in the slightest. No, it's not a penalty, is it? He just gets a little toe end on the ball. There's contact on Berger, but again, shouldn't be tackling him from that side in the box. Very, very risky business there. Chris, definitely a penalty. Charged the ball down. Arms first. Let's hope Lecco has a better season. Oh dear, Lecco. Yeah, Johnny Lecco is on for Scott Hogan. And here's an interesting one. John Flex coming out. And I think that's for Billy Sharp. Keep an eye on whatever system Blades are playing now, because There's definitely going to be a few. Ryan Woods looks absolutely knackered, doesn't he, poor guy? Chong is down, which is bad news for Birmingham because he's been very good, hasn't he? He's probably been their best player along with Max Collin. Should have been a Nike. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's definitely a penalty, isn't it? We just got the super slow. He's got both arms out to his side. And you can't blame the referee for those ones. It's blasted at him so hard, but it should have been a penalty there. So for all Birmingham have played very well, they've gotten away with one there, haven't they? Flex shot. Anyway, let's move on. Be interesting to see. Norwood still having a word about the handball. Be interesting to see what shape Sheffield United are going to play now. They've got Sharp, McGoldrick, Brewster, and Burke all on. So whether it's going to kind of go, I don't know, 4-2-3-1 type situation, somebody who's normally a striker is going to have to play deeper. Not Sharp, always does us. Yeah, there's plenty of teams that can say that with Sharp, isn't it? Should have been a Nike. Yeah, we thought that it might be a Nike. Ivan Sunic is coming on. I don't know if Chong is finished. It looks like he's going to try and come back on. Even Sunic was just getting ready. That's what I mean about Woods, and he's covering the defence. Yeah, he didn't fancy a foot race with Sander Berger, did he? That was poor guy. Total mismatch, wasn't it? Right, let's have a look at this team shape for Blades. Burke's kind of off to the right. It's very attacking. So, is Burke playing down the right? A yellow card is coming out. And that's Gary Gardner. No, he hasn't already been booked. Oh, no, sorry, it's Brewster on Gardner. Beg your pardon. Brewster takes the yellow there. First Blades player to go in the book. Do you think the second claim should have been a penalty? No, I didn't think that was a penalty, Owen. I thought the handball was a penalty, but the tackle by Chong on Berger, I didn't think was a pen. Free kick in long. Here's Roberts' back post. Oh, puts it across the box. There's nobody there. Roberts says, why weren't you running in? But he needs to accept that he didn't really do a hell of a lot with a decent opening there in the box. Here's Berger. Oh, Berger's robbed by the excellent Chong, who's probably going to be in people's thoughts for man of the match here, the way this is going. Woods, Gardner. Gardner switches it out left. Bella. Poor control. Woods is just unathletic. Berger is hardly Usain Bolt. Most impressive performance in the championship today has got to be Hull, hasn't it, Jack? 4-1 away win for Hull on their return to the championship. Great result for Hull. Great result for Luton as well, who you mentioned, beating Peterborough 3-0. Although Birmingham will be in with a shout if they can see this one out as well. Arguably the hardest game of the lot, going away to one of the year one parachute teams. Chong is down. I think Chong is done in this game, which is disappointing because he's been very good. Hasn't he? 72 gone. So Sunic is ready to go. He's going to, I guess, just drop into Chong's central midfield spot. We haven't had that confirmed yet. Let's just quickly bang up these insane numbers in this game. And there you have it. 75% possession for Sheffield United. Birmingham are winning with 25% possession and one shot on target. However, look down the bottom. 2 big chances missed on top of that as well. Sheffield United have had 2 shots on target and created 0 big chances. Sunjic is just coming on, giving some instructions. There's a corner to Birmingham, actually. Bella puts it in, punched away by Aaron Ramsdale, and Sunjic is going to get his first touch. It's gone out for a throw-in, and I assume, Mark Roberts is going to come over and toss this into the box. Chong is done. Excellent performance by Chong. My first time seeing him. Really, really enjoyed watching Chong. And Sunjic is in to finish the game. The expensive Croat midfielder. Referee Robinson has just had a word with Brewster. In comes the big, long throw headed out on the near post. Brewster wins the header, heads it back behind Osborne, though. Nice little flip up by Osborne, and he clears it up the line. Sunjic heads it back. It's going to be out for a goal kick. 74-16 on the clock, and Lee Bowyer is currently still doing a number here on Slavica Jokanovic. When I say doing a number, that's not me saying smash and grab. If they win this game, on what I've seen over this first 75 minutes, they would deserve it. No smash and grab here. They've managed this very well and could have got a second goal, I hasten to add. Here's Berger, who's been decent, hasn't he, for Sheffield United, driving from central midfield. Brewster clips that one in, headed back by Ollie Burke. Ryan Woods sweeps it up and calmly knocks it back to Sarkic. Here's Egan. And Egan goes home to Ramsdale. Excellent by Chong. Got better as the match got on. Yeah, agreed. Chong, man of the match contender. He's definitely going to be in the conversation for sure. Excellent league debut by Toth Chong. Here's Baldock off the switch of play, left to right. Baldock against Bella. Baldock stands him up, goes to the right. The cross takes a deflection. Sarkic comes out, makes the gather. Of course, Billy Sharp was in that 6-yard box causing trouble. But Sarkic, of course, with the advantage of your two arms, you should always be gathering those. Sarkic with the goal kick. We are coming up 76 minutes now. Look like a handball by Colin. Evidently not given. Here's Lecco. That's his first touch. Clear foul by Lecco. Pulls back Norwood. Free kick. Here's Norwood again. Anyone know why Ed Sheeran has been given number 17 for Ipswich? To sell a load of shirts and make a load of money, Ewan. Pretty straightforward, I think. A marketing ploy with a worldwide superstar. There's one in the channel for Burke to chase. Pedersen's done well. Goal kick. Sheffield United. And this is where you've got to keep your head if you are Sheffield United and not be tempted to just lengthen everything out and start hoofing the ball forward. Johnny Lecco has managed to get himself yellow carded. I assume for that pullback. I think we're about to see Juan Castillo, another new signing for Birmingham. Lee Bowes just given him a long load of instructions. Jukovic, imperious in the air as ever, wins the flick on. Oh, into Lecco. There's a little slip from Osborne. Lecco picks it up. Here's Max Colin having a lovely old time on the right wing again. They win a throw-in, and we know what's about to happen. Everything's going to slow down. Mark Roberts is going to trot forward, and this will be tossed into the box. Ryan Woods, who, let's be fair, is knackered beyond belief, is going to come on. Not entirely sure what the Blues central midfield is going to look like here. Gardner obviously will stay in there. Sunjic is in there. We'll see if Castillo just tucks in inside him. All will be revealed. Castillo's just explaining that to his teammates where everybody's headed. Ollie McBurney is about to come on as well. There's the long throw-in, headed on by HartDane. Nearly goes all the way through to Jutkiewicz, and Ramsdale gathers. Ooh. Now, Rhian Brewster has just been fouled by Max Colin, has he? Yes, he has. Yellow card for Colin. He just got the wrong side. And not in the purest sense. Quite a good foul, that one. Because Brewster was in behind him and Colin was out of position. So, a bit S-housey, but you'd call that one a good foul, wouldn't you? Just make sure he hits Brewster, gets some contact. But if the free kicks comes to nothing, then that'll be considered a decent yellow card. Right, Ollie Burke is off and Ollie McBurney is on the kitchen sink, being thrown in here. McBurney, McGoldrick, Sharp and Brewster all on the pitch. Here comes the attacking free kick. Sheffield United. Norwood swings it in, headed clear by Pedersen's paw from Brewster. Tries to half volley it, but high wide and handsome from Brewster. And we are coming up 80 minutes. Birmingham, 10 minutes and stoppage time away from a pretty big win if they can do it. A few Blades fans. I think it's the same lad we saw behind Jukanovic who looked bored in the first half, but there you go. Flicked on by Jutkiewicz. Leko just not making much impact so far. It's booted clear, though. It's going to be a Birmingham throw. Come on, Blues, says Josh. They're looking reasonably in control of this, I have to say. Nearly there, says Gordon. Maybe we're tempting fate there from a Blues persuasion. But I've got to call it as I see it. Down the middle, hey. Osborne at left back. Hoiks it forward into the channel. It's a really poor pass, and the Blades fans will be not terribly impressed with that. Roberts hurls that ball forward again. He's got a huge throw-in. Jutkiewicz chests it down, but Osborne just nicks in front of him. Osborne in the left-back area. Hoiks it clear. Sunjic wins the header. Norwood on to Berger. Sheffield United just have not clicked today, have they? Here's Baldock. Baldock inside to Berger, to McGoldrick, to McBurney gets his first touch. McBurney doesn't manage to catch Bella out. Tried the ball down the line for Baldock. McGoldrick tries the same. Sunjic clears, and it goes out for a Blades throw-in just over halfway. 81-35 on the clock. They're closing in on a big win here, Birmingham, and a great start to the season. About 8 minutes, 10 seconds plus stoppage time for Blues. Here's Berger. McBurney. Back to Berger going down the right. Berger crosses in right foot. Lovely looking cross, and Sharp couldn't quite connect with. And really, Sander Berger is carrying the entire threat for Sheffield United at the moment, isn't he? It's a lovely cross, and I don't quite know what Sharp's doing there. It looked perfect for him. Just ends up going behind him, doesn't he? Here comes Norwood with the corner. Norwood swings it in, right-footed. Sarkic catches it. 82-30 on the clock. Was it a serious injury for Chong? It didn't look like it. Just looked like a niggle. He walked himself to the bench, and he's still sat there now. So I guess it's just a niggle. Felt like there was always going to be a relegation hangover. Sheffield United feels rare to be whipping boys and automatically beast the league below. We've seen it a few times, haven't we? But especially when you change manager, it then makes it a little bit trickier, doesn't it? Here's McBurney coming short on the right-hand side. Drops it into Baldock. Bulldog flips it in behind. WhiteHartDane will clear those all day long. Just reads it, knocks it out for a throw in. Here's Egan, Berger, McBurney, Bulldog, clipped in behind for McGoldrick making a run. Sunic has gone with him. McGoldrick controls and I think has won a corner, has he? McGoldrick thought possibly he'd been fouled and a goal kick has been given by referee Robinson. What is the most satisfying penalty you've ever seen? I hate to say it. I take my England fan hat off. Andrea Pirlo against Joe Hart. What did I think of Ipswich today? I've not seen any of the footage yet. So I would point you to the Blue Monday podcast tomorrow where Richard and Dave and Craig are going to be talking about it. They were all at the game. So you get a far more educated opinion from them than I. Needless to say, not the start we all wanted, but hey, didn't lose in the end. There's a big one into the channel. Billy Sharp chasing Roberts, just taking no chances. Out for a throw. 84-24 on the clock. Osborne's going to take the throw into McGoldrick. Osborne. Sharp holds it up. Osborne comes in off the left, plays it to Berger, who's been good this past half hour. Berger to Bulldog. Bulldog back to Berger. Slides past Castillo. Castillo goes with him. Berger going down the right wing. It's going to be another yellow card, that. Berger has now drawn 3 yellow card fouls. I'm certain Castillo will get booked. He has to book him for that, yeah. Out comes the yellow card. And again, I'll reiterate, Sheffield United have had very, very little threat. And it's pretty much all come from Sander Berger driving from midfield. How long left, Matt? 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Long 4 minutes if you're a Blues fan. What do I think of Hull's 4-1 win? Very impressive. We'll talk about that on Monday in the review show. Norwood is going to take the free kick, won by Sander Berger. John Lecco in a one-man wall. Norwood waiting for referee Robinson's whistle. Here comes the free kick from Norwood. In it comes. It's gone in low. And Berger, I think, missed his kick-driven shot. Smashed over the bar. Right, that's Charlie's brother, guys. Far more important than this game. Charlie's still critical, hanging in there. Wanted me to send you his best for tonight before we went to hospital. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed for Charlie. I don't want to say it, but he's been in this position before and fought back, our friend Charlie. So, yeah. Whatever you feel, do it. Give you good thoughts. If praying is your thing, do it. If typing a comment here is doing your thing, do it for our friend Charlie. Here's Lecco down the right. Crosses it in. It's going to go to the back post. Bella is following it up. Bella on the left wing. He's got Castillo with him. Bella, nice ball inside. Gardner gives it back to Bella. Oh, cross. Ooh. And Lecco was arriving and they nearly found it. Sander Berger can't keep it in. Lee Bowyer applauds his players. I feel like applauding Lee Bowyer because this has been a beautifully managed game thus far. Great stuff, guys, in your comments for Charlie. I know it means a lot to him. Thank you, guys. Roberts with the long throw in for Birmingham. It's an attacking ploy, but it will kill some time as well. 87-42 on the clock. They've not sent many forward for this one. Roberts into the near post. Pedersen got the flick on it as well. Nice flick from Christian Pedersen. Nobody in there on the back post. I bet Billy Sharp's looking from the other end going, I would have just stuck that in the back of the net if I'd have been up there. Lovely flick by Pedersen. Look at that for a climb. Nobody there on the back post. Here comes McGoldrick for Sheffield United. HartDane gets in the way, and it's cleared up the line by Jeremy Bella, who's done a real shift at left back. Here is Osborne. Osborne clips it into the channel. Brewster chasing down the line. Brewster, nice looking crossing low to the near post, but too far, too close to the keeper for Billy Sharp to get there. And it is 88-35 on the clock. Birmingham very, very close to a brilliant opening day win. Just over a minute and then stoppage time. And Lecco is closing down Bulldog. He knocks it back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale, very cool actually, clips it out to Osborne, who runs past Gardner easily. Gardner fouls him, free kick. Sheffield United. Yellow card comes out for Gary Gardner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow cards for Birmingham. Here is Osborne down the left. 89-32 on the clock. McGoldrick. Can they make a big chance? Sheffield United. The numbers tell me that they haven't made one all game. And that's why they're not on the score sheet here. Here's Sharp. Sharp crosses in. It's going to go loose. Sunjic gets there. Flicked away. Jutkiewicz heads on. Lecco, can he busy himself? It's headed back to Berger. 90 minutes up. We have played our 90 minutes. We will await and see 6 minutes of stoppage time. 6 more minutes for Birmingham to hold on. Here comes McGoldrick. Tries to step inside Gardner. McGoldrick switches it over. Bulldog knocks it back. Here's Berger. Berger knocks it inside. McGoldrick. Nice idea, but just overhits the pass out to Osborne on the left wing. Stop the cross. Colin does just that. Corner, Sheffield United. 90-37 on the clock. 6 minutes of stoppage time to play. Remember, injuries to Lise Mousset and Taith Chong, both going down injured in this half, if you're wondering where the 6 minutes has come from. Pedersen goes down, as happens in stoppage time, with a, quote, head injury. We've seen this before. Pedersen stays down. Just for you timekeepers out there, Pedersen went down about 91-10 into stoppage time. So we will assume that we're probably going to play up to 97 minutes. Taith Chon has been given man of the match. I suspect I agree with that. Chong doesn't look very injured. He's coming out of the dugout and he's yelling at his teammates as well. Brilliant stuff. Pedersen is okay from his head injury. And that has added on another minute. So I think we're going to go up to 97 in this game, given the 6 minute stoppage time. We just had another minute's stoppage within that injury time. It looks like an uncontested drop ball to Sheffield United as they were in possession when the game was stopped. 92-30 on the clock. 6 stoppage time, but expect it to go all the way to 97 now with that stoppage we've just had. Here's McGoldrick. Norwood plays it up the line. Good ball to Osborne. Osborne back to McGoldrick. McGoldrick slides inside. Bulldog. Berger drives the shot. It's a great block by Lukas Jutkiewicz, actually getting back and defending. Here's McGoldrick again. McGoldrick to Brewster. It really does feel like just a load of strikers on now. And here's McBurney, another one of them, all very deep. McBurney drifts past Jutkiewicz. Here's Berger, probably the pick of the players for Sheffield United this half. Berger knocks it inside. McGoldrick. McGoldrick into Sharp. McGoldrick hits a really difficult volley wide. Oof. Birmingham, nice and compact, very narrow. Sheffield United trying to play through the middle, and McGoldrick would have been an early goal of the season contender of that one. As we go up to 93-48. Remember, we're probably going to go to 97 after Pedersen went down with that head injury. So I estimate it's probably 2.5, 3 more minutes to be played. Big clearance by Sukic. Leko up there, not really having too big of an effect on the game. And he's going to have to go and close down George Baldock in the right back area. Baldock plays the channel. That's good from Pedersen. It's excellent defending from Christian Pedersen. Goes all the way over there with Sharp. Sharp leaves one on him, but Pedersen's won the duel there. Pedersen's gone down again, but he's off the pitch, so it's not worth him staying down. Jumps back up. 94-40 on the clock. About 2 to go by my reckoning. 6 minutes stoppage time, plus that stoppage for Pedersen as well. Birmingham closing in on a pretty impressive start to the season if they can hold on to this clean sheet. Here's Baldock, who's had tons of touches in this game. McBurney knocks it in. Pedersen clears. 95-10 on the clock. Here's Leko. Leko falls over in the 50-50. Jutkiewicz slides in and it's out for a throw-in. 95-20 on the clock. About 1 minute and change to go, I reckon. Here is Osborne. Gets it back off Brewster. Birmingham disciplined, tidy, as they have been throughout tonight. Here is Brewster. Nice slide through. Sunjic goes with Osborne. Osborne crosses in low all the way across the box. McBurney slides in, can't get there. Going to be recycled. Here's Baldock. Clips it inside. McBurney knocks it on. Berger crosses low. Big block by Juan Castillo. 96 up on the clock. Corner, Sheffield United. McBurney just couldn't quite slide and reach that one. If he makes contact, he probably scores. Corner comes in from the right. Birmingham have got a head on it. That's good from WhiteHartDane. Strong gets his body in the way. 96-20 on the clock. Probably 30 more seconds given the injury to Pedersen within the stoppage time. Big diag. Pedersen gets there first. Clears. Leko's going to get it. Leko, can he draw a foul? Oh, it's a dreadful ball by Leko. He's giving it straight to McBurney. Crosses in. Cross deflected and it's fallen. Now Castillo, what are Birmingham doing? Clear the ball. They've managed to get it out. 96-50 on the clock. McGoldrick, this must be the last phase of play. McGoldrick into the box. Clips it in. Dean wins the header. McBurney in the corner. 97 on the clock. Leko pulls down Berger. And I think the final whistle has gone. Sheffield United 0. Birmingham City 1. And let's be frank, that's excellent from Birmingham. They have turned up at one of the favourites for promotion here with a new manager, with a very stiff, disciplined strategy, a very good performance. Max Collin drifting in a header in the first half. And the better chances in the second half did fall to Birmingham in that period, 10 minutes between 55 and 65. Chong and Bella putting in decent crosses. Hogan, Jutkiewicz, chances for both of them. Stephen, you absolute legend. Thank you very much, Stephen. A huge super chat. Thank you so much, Stephen. And of course, Stephen's son, Luca, is our fan sponsor for our watch-alongs this season. Thank you very much, Stephen, and indeed, young Luca. Now, if you hadn't watched this game and you just looked at these numbers, you might think things were a little bit different. 75% possession to Sheffield United. But have a look down at the big chance numbers. 0. They did hit the post in the first half. Difficult chance for Ollie Burke. But 2 big chances also missed by Birmingham. 2 shots on target apiece. It's just a very good performance by Birmingham, I have to say. Sheffield United not in any way clicking into Jokanovic mode yet. They're going to have to be patient. Birmingham have turned up. They've done a job. I think they deserve the win. I think Blades fans would probably admit they deserve the win. And Lee Bowyer, Max Collin, Lucas Jutkovic, Taith Chong, who's probably the man of the match, leave with the 3 points and a very, very decent performance. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Excellent work from Birmingham. We'll just give you a very quick look at a live league table. You can see they've joined heroic winners of today: Hull, Luton, Stoke, Blackburn, Birmingham up there as well. Excellent stuff. Look, we'll be back tomorrow for one of the games, probably Fulham Borough. And we'll definitely be here to talk more about this one on Monday in the review show at 1 p.m. This is all pending Shaylee not going into labour at any point. She was due today. So we're just keeping the channel going and waiting for, hopefully, the inevitable. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Congratulations, Birmingham, on a job. Very, very well done. And a deserved win, I would say. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham City 1. Thanks for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.